Welcome everybody back to hashtag Bet That. That's right, it's your boy, yours truly, the real Mike Knoxxx. That's right, people. I spell my name with 3 X's because like this football season thus far, through the first 2 weeks of the season, I am hardcore. Now, let's just break it down. Let's just tell you what the week was. I went 2-0 in my upsets and locks this past week, but you know what? I didn't fare too well in the second half of ball games. I finished the week again 9-7. It's okay, like I'm going to continue to tell you until the tide turns the other way. It is what it is, people. I am 18-14, 54% winner. But like I told you, I've been doing this thing for 6 years. It's chess, not checkers. By season's end, I will be a 70% winner, and so will you. Now, little changes up into how we do things now because I'm starting to realize that in the early part of the NFL season, there are just games I don't want you guys to play. And I'm getting a lot of inboxes, I'm getting a lot of people tweeting back to me and responding saying, you told me to play this game. And I'm saying, hold your horses now. If you listen to the video, you will then know what games to play and what games not to play. So for those out there like my man OG Nitty down in the First State, and he says, wait, hold on, you did a video and you put out the print version? Okay, for those who don't watch the video, the print version is also available. So on the print version, there's a new highlighted area that said that is blue for those games you do not play. So that way you will know what to play and what not to play. So without further ado, let's get into this week's NFL season, week 3, and break it down with winners and losers in this ball game. Now you got the 1-1 Washington Redskins visiting the NFC East rival, the New York Football Giants, who are 0-2 right now. The Giants, in some people's eyes, should be 2-0 if not for a bonehead play by the Super Bowl champion, which is Eli Manning. If not for a spectacular, stupendous, tremendous catch by one Julio Jones, which, by the way, has gotten me winning my fantasy football, okay, they would be 2-0. Then there's the Washington Redskins, number 1 in the NFL in defense, number 1 in the NFL in the running game. And quite frankly, Kirk Cousins is doing enough for them not to lose the ball game. However, I digress. This game is in New York City. It is a divisional rivalry game. And if this game was in Washington, I might have a tune to a different band. But unfortunately, I don't. It's in New York City. Listen, if you think Eli Manning is going to go 0-3 in the Big Apple and hear this talk from the New York media, then you are absolutely crazy. The same way Big Brother stepped up last week when he had to kill all the doubters and the naysayers about what he could and could not do. Although the game was won because of a fumble, it didn't matter. Number 1 rule in handicapping is Peyton Manning always covers. Well, guess what, guys? This week, Eli Manning does just that. They covered the 4 points. I'm taking the Giants to win this game. Then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers and St. Louis. Listen, Pittsburgh has been my AFC team to go to the Super Bowl. I said it. They will somehow figure out how to dethrone the defending Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots, which everybody who knows with me by now goes, I go with the champion until the champion has been defeated. Now, they have not been defeated yet, but I'm loving the Pittsburgh Steelers. They get Le'Veon Bell back, okay? Enough said. You saw what they did with D'Angelo Williams. Now, imagine this 1-2 combination that's going to come at you. And who throws the ball down the field more than the Pittsburgh Steelers? I wish the Philadelphia Eagles, my Philadelphia Eagles, would take a note out of the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive playbook and go down the field some of the time. Take Pittsburgh and the 1. Really? It's 1 point. Lay the 1 point for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then my upset of the week. There it is. It's early in this game. A upset of the week. Really? The Minnesota Vikings are favored by 3? Now I know home dogs get the favorite. I get that. But St. Louis ain't get it. There's other teams ain't get it who are the home favorite. But you're going to give San Diego, the Superchargers, the upset of the week? You god darn Skippy. They will cover the 3 points and win this game outright. Hashtag bet that. Then the slew of the new things out here for those who are watching the video version. You will hear this, and those who are reading the print version. The game you do not touch. It's highlighted in blue. You got Houston at home by 7 over Tampa Bay. Here's the thing with this game. I think Houston wins the game. If you want to bet that, then go right ahead and bet Houston to cover the 7. It's a game I'm not touching. I wouldn't touch this game because I don't know what offense is coming from Houston, and I don't know what Jameis Winston or defense Tampa Bay is going to bring me. We saw what Tampa could do last week against New Orleans and Drew Brees, so it kind of perks your interest a little bit. However, if you can go into New Orleans and beat and beat the New Orleans Saints at home, then can you go on the road again and do it to Houston? I want to think Tampa Bay can cover the game. But I want to think Houston can also cover with the defense of J.J. Watts. I think they're going through a lot. And I mean an awful lot, the kitchen sink, whatever you want to call it, at famous Jameis Winston. However, it's a game I would not touch. If you want to touch it, read the print version. I'm going to take the home favorite by the 7. I don't want to touch it, though. So remember I said don't touch this game. Now, moving on. Now, people say, well, Mike Knoxxx, they're talking about your Philadelphia Eagles. You're talking about an upset of the week. Check this out, guys. The same way I spoke about Eli Manning not going 0-2, Chip Kelly and the Philadelphia Eagles cannot afford for their self, for this season, and for that city to go 0-3. Now, I have no faith in this team thus far with these guards. I think I am afraid. I'm going to repeat this. I am afraid for Sam Bradford's life. The New York Jets, the Jets, Jets, might kill him. They literally might put him out the pasture. I don't want that to happen. Somehow, some way, I think the Eagles can dig deep and win this ball game. No, I'm not high. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not even inebriated. Not at all. Not even close. It is early in the morning while I'm doing this video for you, okay? I'm trying to show you football, people. The Jets offense has done what? What has the Jets offense have done? They throwing up, I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing out of his mind. Yes, he is. But I love Brandon Marshall. I absolutely do. I love him at every stop he's had, especially the one he had in my hometown of Chicago. He is just not the threat of a Dez Bryant. He is just not the threat of a Julio Jones. He's a red zone threat because of his size. I just don't think that the Jets offense will do enough to win this game. I'm depending upon some sort of an offense by the Philadelphia Eagles in this game and to get them enough to win or cover the 3 points. Is it an all-out upset? I'm already saying they're going to win the game. I want to say they got to win the game for the city of brotherly love, but they definitely will cover the 3 points, lay the Philadelphia Eagles and the 3. Another game I would not touch, even more than the first game because it's a divisional rivalry game. The Carolina Panthers, with no offense, are 2-0. The New Orleans Saints are 0-2. Really, what's going on here? Drew Brees, Rotator Cuff, they're saying he's going to play, but we don't know. I know that he don't want to see this Carolina's defense. It's 7 on the board. It's actually 8 on the board. Do not touch this game. Do not touch this game. Do not touch this game. Then we got the New England Patriots at home against Jacksonville. Now, Jacksonville, over the last 3 years, have been on one of the most monumental taglines or sports betting lines one can think of. It was 16 a year ago against the Denver Broncos, which they did not cover. Okay, it's 14 this week in New England. Now, I say don't touch this game for 2 different reasons. I think the Patriots will win this game. It's very possible they can blow them out by 20. Here's my thing. That defense of the Patriots, that vaunted Bill Belichick's defense, I don't know. Tyrod Taylor and the Bulls from Buffalo put up 32 on them boys. Okay? Now, not to mention, Jacksonville is a team on the come up, and not to mention the number 2 rule in handicapping. Double-digit leads in the NFL are disrespectful. I took Jacksonville to cover the 16 points against Peyton Manning, which number 1 rule is Peyton Manning always covers. I'm not taking Jacksonville again this week to beat New England. If I got to pick a game, go ahead and lay Jacksonville to lay the 14 out there. They might lose by 11, might lose by 12. But one thing I do know for sure, I'm not touching this game right here. But I do think New England wins the ball game outright. Then we got Baltimore at home against Cincinnati. Baltimore, where you at? Joe Flacco, where you at? Cincinnati does what they always do in the regular season. That's played phenomenal. They're playing better than I ever thought Cincinnati Bungles could play. The Bengals are for real. Lay the points with the Bengals and the 3 on the road on the home dog. Then we got Cleveland at home against Oakland. Johnny Manziel is playing out of his mind. Johnny Football, I don't know. Take Cleveland in the 4. Indianapolis could get their first win against Tennessee on the road against Tennessee. Again, like my man Wally from the Urban Sports Scene mentioned, it is the Tennessee Titans. It is the NFC South. And whether they're 0-2 or not, the Indianapolis Colts will still win this division because they have the Titans, they have the Jaguars in this division. Go ahead and lay Andrew, not just Luck, to get his first win and a victory. Andrew Luck them covers the 4 on the road. Then my lock of the week. My lock of the week. No Dez. No Tony Romo. Guess what? Atlanta goes 3-0, covers the 2 points win outright at Dallas. cover that game. Then we got Arizona at San Francisco, another divisional matchup, favored by 7 points. Now, here's a dangerous game, but guess what? I'm going to tell you to play this because I believe Arizona is that good. I picked Arizona to win this division. I'm going to stick with it, okay? Go ahead and lay the 7 points, Arizona in this divisional matchup. Again, in blue, mark that in blue. Do not touch this game. Do not touch this game. Jay Cutler's not playing. Yeah, I know. Jimmy Clausen is the quarterback. Yeah, I know. Guess what? It is 15 on the road for Seattle against Chicago. If you want to lay it, go ahead and lay it. I'm not touching this game. I'm not touching it. I'm keeping my hands off of it. You won't see my money out there this week for that game. Not at all. That's what I'm going to say with that one. Then we got Miami at home against Buffalo. Miami's the favorite by 3, as the home favorites always are. I'm taking a dog in the 3, lay Buffalo on the points to win this game. I like Buffalo's defense despite losing a key injury on defense there. I think they will come back and rally to win this game. I really believe that Buffalo will win this game outright. Number 1 in handicapping, Peyton Manning always covers, especially against the Detroit Lions. On the road in Detroit, the Sunday night game of the week, Peyton Manning will shine like he always does on Sunday Night Football. Lay Peyton Manning to cover that game. Then the Green Bay Packers are on Monday Night Football after a Sunday Night Football game, favored by 7 over Kansas City in the frozen tundra. But it's not frozen, but it's still Lambeau Field. Go ahead, lay Green Bay to cover that 7 points. There you have it for the week. My winners will be the Giants, Pittsburgh, San Diego, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Atlanta, Arizona, Buffalo, Denver, and the Green Bay Packers. The ones that outlined in blue, you didn't hear that name? Do not play that game. Listen, people, it's chess, not checkers. Listen, my name is Mike Knoxxx. Follow me at Real Mike. Now, let's be honest, people. Let's just be real with 3 X's because I'm hardcore each and every single day, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on Fox Sports Radio, 1340am.com, and also on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are sold. You better get in when you're fitting because it's football season, y'all. Woo!